Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 19th of February 2023. I'm going to look at the 7th and 8th race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's get to the 7th and 8th race. The 8th is featured, 7th is a co-featured, very good long distance race that I want to look at, so let's get to it right now. 7th race from Aqueduct, it's an allowance optional claimer, purse $84,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards, which never won $18,000 twice, other than the main claiming starter or a state board allowance racer, which never won 3 races here. Optional claim price $62,500. Field of 8 horses going to the Aqueduct main track. The distance of ground here of 1,900 meters, if you want to go with that. Or the mile 3/16 trip on the Aqueduct main track. 1,900 meters, 1 mile 3/16. And I show the diagram. It just gives me a second to look down my notes. Just bear with me. They've been carting quite a bit of these mile 3/16 races here at Aqueduct the last 2 or 3 months or so. I think this is like the 4th one on dirt, and I like them a lot. They're very exciting. With that being said, I'm going to go take the 4-horse Be Better as a top selection. Let's go 4-7-1-8 in the superfecta. 4-7-1-8 super, top selection of 4-horse Be Better, 4-year-old colt by Uncle Mo. Tom Pletcher trains this one. Romero Mirage gets the mount on this one. The horse's most recent outing came on the mud on the 20th of January here at Aqueduct. Mile Nathan Op 6-2 claimer, and he finished 4th by 7.5 lengths that day. He had a wide posture. He was wide throughout. He was drifting late. I don't think he liked the wet going. His 2 worst races have come on it. It shouldn't be wet today. It should be a nice afternoon, a little bit nice, warm weather. I think he should get a good trip, and I think he could finally find the winner's circle again for the first time since early 2022. 2 back, he ran the 27th of November at Aqueduct on the mud. Mile Nathan Discovery Stakes. He finished 7th by 49 lengths that day, and back to dirt. He completely hit the wall, and he just wasn't handling it there. And then prior to that, on the 22nd of October at Aqueduct, Mile Nathan the Grade 2 Hill Prince. He finished 9th by 4.5 lengths. He was with him early on. Stupidly wide, just not keeping up. And then before then, the Curlin at Saratoga going a mile in the 8th. He finished 8th by 65 lengths, stupidly wide. You could be wide around 1 turn going a mile in the 8th at Saratoga. 2 turns you're not going to win, definitely. And he just did not do that. He never had the trip to win there. And then prior to that, an allowance race 58,000 at Monmouth, mile 70 in the 4th of July. Won by 5.25 lengths from a tracking position. He took off clear, and he broke the main before that Monmouth going a mile 70 very, very nicely off the 10-month refreshing by 3/4 length, again from a tracking position. Even after not the best beginnings, he ran quite nicely. I would like to see him a little bit more forwardly paced. If he does that, I think he could win. I think the second likeliest winner is the stablemate, the 7-horse Gasoline. Tal Pletcher trains one. Eric Consell gets the mount. He actually won on the 5th of January here at Aqueduct on the slop going mile 3/16 in an allowance race. Win by a half a length. He had the lead. He got caught late by Total Impact, but this horse really fought back to get the victory by a half a length. And all around good race there. It was actually at Aqueduct that afternoon. He fought a good one. Before then, the 2nd of December at Aqueduct, going a mile length in allowance race 90,000. He finished 6th by 10 lengths that day, and he just kind of stuck and just kind of hit the wall. Off the bench, you probably need the race there. Coming here today, another horse that has some forward speed. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins it again. 3-1. Let's choose him on the ticket. I'm going to do a double with the next race. I'll go 2 deep in this one. So to recap my selection for the 7th from Aqueduct, let's take the 4-horse Be Better. Give kudos to 7-horse Gasoline. 4-7-1-8 Super. 4-7 in the double. I was going to say pick 2, but let's get to the 8th race from Aqueduct, which is the Maddie May Stakes. It's going for a $100,000 purse. Race for 3-year-old fillies here. Field of 6 horses going to the main track. The distance of ground is 1,600 meters, or the 1-turn mile here at Aqueduct. 1,600 meters, 1 mile 1/8. The top selection. I'm going to go with the 6 horse. I'm having a moment. I've had many of those. 6-3-5-1 in the superfecta. 6-3-5-1 super. Top selection 6 horse. I'm having a moment. 3-year-old filly by Uncle Mo. Belmont trains. Dylan Davis gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing and only outing came 30th of December at Aqueduct. 7 furlongs in the main special weight 70,000, and he won by 3 lengths that day from a tracking position. He was a little bit wide, but he quickened up nicely off some quick fractions, and he got the job done. A very good race. Getting Dylan Davis up today, going to a mile trip, training well, a little bit more time between races. I think he'd get a good trip and win. Had a workout on Monday at Belmont, the train track. Half-mile drill, 47-1. For this time of year, it's pretty quick. Best workout of 35, and a week prior, half-mile drill in 51-3. 50th best workout of 87. 5 furlongs in 102 and 2/5 of a second. So I think he's rearing to go. He's, like I said, training well. Workout patterns getting better. Should definitely get the trip. Not the world's toughest stakes race. I'm going to use him here. He's going to be a single in the pick 4 for me, and I'll single him to end off that double. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Aqueduct, it is the Maddie May. Let's take the 6 horse. I'm having a moment. 6-3-5-1 super. We'll single the 6 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.